laning support. So yeah, give them standard lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's going to look very good here for CLG.
Yeah.
It's just about who can set it up first.
Instead of going for Prey, but obviously they don't know, or they didn't know where the rest of the Koo members were.
Well, take a look at this. Double Lift is in trouble, and a quiet taste is there. Gorilla flashes forward. He is going to devour him, spits him back out. Exhaust is ticking away. Double Lift below 100 HP. Smith and Gorilla going to chase him down. First blood to top lane Darius. Now Aframu, he's getting chased down. Catfish is hungry. Devour cooldown. It's going to get spit backwards. Aframu's below 200, and he's going to go down. A few more hits, and the spin for the win from...
Once again though, CLG looking towards the mid lane. You gotta play the side lanes instead.
And there's the bounce back.
Smithy's in trouble. Cleanse goes down. Kuro, wow! He just gets insta-gibbed. And that was the no MR. Only the champion picks, but the itemization as well.
Both games where CLG played Koo now, he's gone for very early sidestone. Normally he gets it like 11, 14 minutes. Now, it's like early on in the game. Gorilla is looking to eat Aframo again.
He's going to eat him indeed. Throws him onto the chompers, and Hojin sinks the fangs in. CLG...
To get in range, get the stacks down, which normally is so difficult on a Tahm Kench, which is so slow.
Koo Tigers doing just a wonderful job of chaining objective into objective right now. Take down that bottom turret. They're fine in the...
Used his riposte earlier, anticipating the dunk, and it didn't come down.
Like
CLG, they're going all in. The chompers are going to catch them. The Super Mega Death Rocket does the splash, and Gorilla gets out. That grey health tankiness is so effective. We do see the chrono break as Smithy goes back. Here comes the kill. It's secured by Smithy. It's 4-on-3, but CLG are low. That is good. Prey getting excited for the double kill, and Hojin should secure one more for the team. A 4.
He can stick to targets. He's hard to take down early game for these 80 carries. Let's see what happens top though. Zion's button is going aggressive.
Oh, Zion's going down. Well, manages to lunge
down
out
towards the tower.
That's it, thanks to Fisher. You got me covered. Grand Challenge didn't work out, but again, just the synergy between the soft CC that Darius offers. Afro's flashed in. That's a good event horizon, but Gorilla's just gonna eat Smeb. We do see the Dark Matter dropping. Time Winder goes out, Chrono Break goes out. They've traded a kill for a tower. Prey's still alive and running around. Event Horizon is gonna come back up. A 1. They want that top outer turret. There's had a number of members up there, tried to shove that wave in, tried to push it down. It's the last remaining outer turret. Okay, Abyssal Voyage, that was used defensively. No, it's aggressive, I lied. Event Horizon is down. Prey's in a little bit of trouble. He will get eaten for a few seconds longer and spat out. Smithy's gonna go down before he can chrono break out. But Prey gets excited before getting dunked. It's a double kill, make that a triple kill for Smebs. Darius, we just touched on Abyssal Voyage.
Gorilla has huge... Yeah, but it's only a Tiamat done so far for Zion Spartan. He's very far behind in this matchup. And Koo going to go ahead and take their second dragon. I mean, we're looking at about an 8,000 gold lead here at 16.
Oh, that's Tahm Kench.
Well, here comes Gorilla. The Abyssal Voyage will land. I don't think he's brought any friends to play with. Aframu's now on the front line, and Double Lifter's rocket jumped in. Devour goes down onto Smith. Gonna buy enough time for Kuro to arrive. Afro's still on the retreat. The Decimate comes out from Smith, and so does the dunk. Now Pobelter's in trouble. He's trying to get away. Flash is still available. Smithy and Afro are dealing with the catfish. Gorilla's gonna throw Smithy onto the chompers, and Prey gets excited. Super Mega Death Rocket was fired a little while ago, and that Unbreakable Shield will keep Aframu alive for a few seconds longer. 4 members of CLG down for only...
Smeb grabs him out at the end, and we're already into another fight right here. CLG pushing forward.
Well, we do see Gorilla. He goes forward, throws out the tongue. Beautiful. Double Lift gets apprehended backwards and sunk by a Noxian Guillotine. Kuro's going to clean up Zion Spartan. Not after one riposte, keeps him alive a few seconds longer. CLG since Double Lift and Afro going to try team up here on Hojin, but here comes Smeb. It is 3v2, and Gorilla on the Kench is far, far away, but Kuro is not. Emperor's Divide will split them in two. Smeb's got one, Hojin's got another, and now the Super Mega Death Rocket splashes. Smithy's forced to retreat. Pobelter and Zion are on the wrong side of the map, and Zion's not going to get anything back. 4 for 1 again.
For the Koo Tigers.
Yeah, we've seen some very good games for these siege compositions, but we've also seen games now where they fall behind, and there's really nothing you can do if your main objective...
Get themselves a couple of towers. Koo've already cracked open the base. Oh my word, Zion's in trouble, and Prey just crits him down. The zap connects onto Smithy. Inhibitor's gonna fall shortly. There's minion waves pushing towards the top lane, so Koo can shove that in. Line, but where is the double of Tongue Lash? Finds Zion. The Quiet Taste not applied. Decimate spins by Smeb, and Afro's forced to retreat. Zion just gets booted away by Emperor's Divide, and Kuro's gonna Shurima shuffle his way in for one. Pobelter will find a kill. They've traded mid lane for mid lane, but Double Lift and Pobelter are the last ones remaining as they run away. Apprehend doesn't find its target. Koo Tigers, they're onto the Nexus turret before the Baron has even expired. 23.5 minutes on the clock, an undeniable #1 seed in Group A. Koo Tigers from Korea.
What a rout. I mean, one of the shortest games that we have had at this World Championship. Incredibly one-sided match, but that's going to put Koo in a great position. They only need to win one game now to be geared up.
Wild Growth will be decent, Dragon's Rage will be decent, but it's not the Braum, it's not what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it all depends on the skill of your jungler, though. If you can hit multi-man ults, and I trust Karsa to do that, I really do. So I think he'll be able to set it up. Still, though,
we might get a very early, massive team fight.
It looks like it. Sword Art's been caught and knocked up by Sir T. The Furious Bite comes down, knock up from Maple, but it's Pain Gaming, the Brazilian.
And that's given them an advantage that they can use like this.
While Mylon's teleporting in, the Flame Chompers I think were too early. The Chilling Smite connects, and here comes Karsa as well. The hop forward from Mylon, he's about to go Mega Gnar. The Satchel's gonna blow up, but there's not enough AD. Now Stakes on the wrong side. The RTT gets caught by the Zap. The Glitterlance tags too, and that's a kill onto Mylon. Karsa's got one back for the Flash Wolves. Smite gets thrown down onto BRTT as Kami has arrived. Shockwave is available. It's going to need to be massive if Pain want to make this work. Diude's gone low. 200 HP. Stakes chasing. The Unbreakable Shield comes up. The Shockwave pulls Maple backwards.
Damage against Lulu. And yet they said, no, what, we want to go fight them.
Oh, sorry.
Rocket did steal it.
Observers baited me.
Yeah.
Observers baited me. I'm like,
not even close. They're clear the side wave and then return in towards mid lane.
Well, they don't want to do that now. Looks like it's going to be a fight. Wow, Flash Timbers onto Kami. He gets caught and knocked up. He's down before he can even Shockwave. There's a reliable knock-up. It's going to be delivered by Karsa. The RTT forced a rocket jump to safety, and Maple aggressively goes forward. He does have a Steel Temperance charged. It
play a little bit defensively. Traps coming down.
Well, take a look, 1,000 HP on the Dragon. It's going to get secured. It is, in fact, Sir T that smites it. Sword Art's in a little bit of trouble. He's down. He did get Timbers out, but it simply wasn't enough. Mylon's going to hop. There's Karsa. He finds the kick, but the AoE from NL's rocket will be enough. Fishbones wants more and gets excited. We did see Karsa picking up a kill of his own. Back of the Dragon Pit. Flash Wolves, they've started this, and I think they're going to get it. It's dropped low. 400 HP. Secured. Dragon #1 for the Flash Wolves. Mylon is Mega Gnar. He's kicked over the wall. Karsa says nope, no Gnar against the wall, but he's got no more enabling spells.
Disengage from the Flash Wolves, stunning.
It really was. Maple this time is in a little bit of trouble, has found himself between a BRTT, a Sir T, and he is certainly a dead Maple.
What is he doing there?
5 seconds. But no, instead they're just going to teleport into the middle. Thank you, observers. The knockup comes down from Sir T. Wild Growth has already been used on NL, and Mylon's off the sideline. Mega Gnar comes out. Shockwave will get the kill onto Sword Art. NL's down as well. That's a Gnar against the wall. Mylon found 3. He goes down in the process, but Kane Gaming are looking to clean it up. A defensive flash away over the wall for Stake. Follows through for Diude. He's got tag #1, tag #2. Lick it to stick.
To engage first. They fail that time. Sword Art gets caught out. Doesn't even use Timbers, and that's it.
All game long, Flash Wolves have been happy trading vision with Pain Gaming, but that's not how it's supposed to work. Rocket, no more bait.
Oh, look at you!
Ready. They get engaged, catches them out, and suddenly team fights are won by Pain Gaming. We get further and further.
Not playing these hyper carries with a lot of engage because it creates sticky situations, and whoa.
Well, let's jump onto Mylon. He's going to get the Gnar down onto Maple.
Oh, Shockwave
and he's going to crunch away. The Shockwave didn't do damage, but the follow-up Resonance did. It's Diude that's gone down first. Mylon throws a good chunk off of Sir T's HP bar. There's the command attack. We can hear the Steel Tempers. It's primed, but nobody's knocked up. There's a flank coming in from Mylon. Dragon secured by Flash Wolves. Boomerang doesn't find a target. Mylon's stunned. He gets a Gnar onto NL. NL's still alive. 2,000 HP with the Wild Growth. Everybody's chasing backwards. The Shockwave finds a target this time, and Maple's down. BRTT licks his wounds, hops over the wall to get away. The Boomerang will slow it down. Look at that attack.
Well, Sword Art though.
Pain Gaming, Kosa's flying. He's found Dude, but nobody else. Dude manages to get away. Mylon's still pushing the bottom line, and Kosa's down. Killed by Kami. That's now a 5v4. Mylon's 20 seconds left until Kosa respawns.
Stake just recalled. They can stop Baron again now if they want to.
This is a really nice bait from Pain right here. They're doing some great work on denying this. They're going to go ahead. They should just go for that Baron once again. They shouldn't recall. No reason to send him back. Oh, they lost their resolve at the last second.
Pain Gaming are often so close. They have like so many good calls they make, and then when they have to make the final one, the one that can win them the game, they hesitate. They're like, no, Stake is on the bottom side. We don't want to risk it, even though it could be a fight.
Take a look. Teleport available for Mylon. Look at the bottom of your map. He is only going to the inhibitor. Baron's going low. Surtees coming in. The shockwave will not be enough, and they used it to try steal. Mylon's going to get the inhibitor. They will trade it for Surtees' life. He's saying just to survive. Swordart finds the stun. NL gets excited. He's going to run down Dude. He's going to manage to get Stan behind me, and
they're not going to get a chance. Flash Wolf's just pushing forward. Had they been able to hold, I think that's a very preferable trade for Pain. Well, they may be able to hold on.
Let's take a look. Chompers are down. Maple's found BRTT. The Wind Wall will prevent any follow-up damage, but the Steel Tempest knockup is not good. You can see BRTT get away. He's caught! BRTT! He's in trouble! Wild goes for another follow-up. Shut down by Maple. They're onto the Nexus turrets. Kami goes golden with the Hourglass, and Maple is taking shots from the Death Star laser. Now Mylon is going to go forward. He's on the wrong side of the Wind Wall. Tower's down. NL's going to get exhausted. Dude, can he stop him? That is the question. Going forward. The Shockwave catches NL. He's not against the wall. Stake is looking to kill the tower. He's got a Lich Bane. He's going to be able to get some damage, but not enough. And Pain Gaming, they hold true. For NL's up. Surtee and Kami will take another Nexus and get themselves out clean. There's simply no one to respond from the Flash Wolves. Fanatics Club of Rito, please make the Nexus less on top. Stakes coming out. We do see the Void Rush from Surtee down to below half hit points. There are now supers onto Stake. Look at the middle lane. Pass is looking for a target. Sonic Wave didn't find anybody. Stake, he's going to get Wild Growth. Flashes away. It's not over yet. Pain Gaming looking for more. They've killed him. You've killed him. With Stake down. Pain Gaming have got 50 play. If Pain can drag it out, they can let the supers do the work for them. It's going to be hurting Pain though. They do not have Flash on BRTT. They do not have Mega Gnar. Dragon secured by Flash Wolf. It's the Aspen. BRTT and Surtee are caught, but BRTT backs away. He gets insta-get by NL. Super Minions are still pushing into the base. NL's got 2. He's looking for more. That's a triple kill, and he's excited. He's managed to get the Quadra. The excitedness is still there. The rest of Flash Wolves are pushing on to the Nexus. I think Flash Wolves have done it. I do not believe there is anyone that can stop the Nexus going down. And Mylon is all that stands. It will not be enough.
Yeah, well, his attempt to backdoor, but Stake is already back there to defend against the Super Minions. That's gonna be it, and Flash Wolves will take it.
I don't want to dive onto the Mordekaiser. He wants you to do that.
But to me, this just reeks of their last game. We take a look at their composition in the last one, and there's a little bit of a mixed message.
Even in farm for now, but has to go back and let's see. It's gonna be a 2v2 or 2v1 top.
Beautiful apprehend into Cocoon, and it's just so simple. Smith even gets the kill.
Just take Dragon for free too. You don't even have to
dive at that point. Do that. Push it in, poke him down, kill Surtee.
Surtee's in so much trouble. He flashes away, followed by the repel. He's going to get him the body slam. Gets caught out, and it's actually one last auto attack that secures it. The Glacial Fissure has come down, but it's in fact Prey that's got himself a kill. The teleport followed through from Mylon. They're trying to focus Mylon down. In fact, after TPing in, Gorilla and Prey, they are going to take a turret shot. A second one, and Prey's going to be forced to get out.
Prey could easily move these ghosts.
Prey might be in trouble.
Out of range. Might get killed by Mylon.
Oh, look at that. The Ring of Frost locks him down. Bron passive is going to be up. He has that TP advantage. Prey flashes forward aggressively. Gets some HP back from the Harvester of Sorrows. Mylon's going to trade autos. Gets taken out by Smeb. We do see Dude rocking up. BRTT is going to try to get away with that passive. The Marshall Boys. The slam dunk from Smeb. Says you will go home.
Polarizing, right? Because we've seen a lot of players try him out and he really hasn't been that effective, but if you know how to play him aggressively and you can keep track of your enemy's cooldowns, and I think that's really the most important.
Shines in the early game, so Pain Gaming is giving away too many good picks for Koo Tigers.
Surtee's down. Caught by a Cocoon, and it's just coming apart at the seams. a record for the second highest gold lead at 20 minutes against Counter Logic Gaming earlier today at around 11,000 gold. Presently have just shy. Well, Smev wants to try. You see that Dragon getting some damage onto the top inner turret. Sir T, he's decided to engage onto Kuro. Kuro's killed by BRTT. The solar flare comes down and Mylon goes, he throws down the ulti. Glacial Prison, I forgot. Double the CS of his opposite number. And we see Mylon's in trouble. He throws down, won't even get to throw down the Frozen Tomb, which is the correct name of the ultimate. Sir T, explosive cast goes out, but he's cocooned. And it's a double dunk.
This tournament so far overall. By like 3% too, so it's quite a bit.
Well, last effort for Pain. If Baron is secured, it's going to be so difficult to wave clear at this stage. BRTT is way out of position. He will at least interrupt the Baron
here because he doesn't see outside the pit around the corner, and he doesn't see the back of the pit either. So it's technically the worst place you can put it, but Smeb is here to zone them away.
It's a double bait. They want the fight. Koo are going to lock down Sir T. The solar flare comes out and Sir T is killed. Baron secured by Koo Tigers as it is a complete rout. The ghost of BRTT will chase his own teammate.
Vitrio and I were watching some of these VODs last night. Prey's use of Hawkshot is nuts. Like, it's almost perfect in the way that he played the early game against
To the base of Pinker.
So, middle inhibitor turret was dropped a minute ago. Inhibitor on the bottom lane is down. Inhibitor in the middle lane will follow shortly. The Baron is sitting with Koo Tigers. They have Baron-empowered minions as well. Pain did have a solitary tower kill. If they are unable, well, when Pain Gaming lose this game, they will be out of the 2015 World Championships, and Gorilla's gone in. He manages to stun BRTT, but BRTT managed to flash away. Kuro gets the first kill of the final fight, and Gorilla will lose his life. We just see a Nexus turret falling as Prey continues to throw out the spells. Mylon is going to use the Frozen Tomb as Smeb goes very aggressive. The gravity field is down and Smeb's got a ton of stacks in him. The Rend will not be enough. The Nexus is being focused after 24 minutes. Koo Tigers will be looking to close out two of the shortest games.
Not sure they can.
And they will be forced away for the time being. Deficio, there are super minions on the way in, and Koo are playing real confident. 24.5 minutes, look at this. Baron-empowered minions still coming in. And we see Kuro, he finds himself a kill onto Mylon. The repel back from Hojin keeps him alive. The Nexus is being focused, and Koo Tigers have punched their ticket to the quarterfinals in London.
Another impressive performance by Koo.
CLG are to win, birth themselves into the semifinals for a game, and they absolutely want that. Coming out very outspoken as being a team that can make finals. If you think, who you think has the edge in this match, tweet at LOL Esports, #Dragon burn down as fast as they can. So CLG again, kind of slowing down the fact of kills in the game, but aiming for those objectives first.
And as far as encouraging viewers to pay attention to,
he tries to get more and more bold in these side lanes.
ooh, Pobelter tries to sidestep, but he gets caught with the chain.
Belter up, barriers down. His flash can be used right now. The Ignite should be saved with that safeguard. That's going to be the mimic of Maple. No kill coming from that, and Xmithie perfectly on the wing. The rocket just over the right shoulder of Pobelter.
Not even turret. See if the Malphite slaps actually do enough before time to get back up there.
It depends. If one rock is denser than the other, it'll work well.
Yeah, some of these teams the Dragons giving the gold to put Flashers in this position is much greater.
Double lift jumps out, binding used. No, Zap actually hits. There's the rocket as well. Double lift. It's like 15 feet away. Losing a bit of HP each time they try to engage. Going hard here on the mid turret. Respect given by Maple and the rest of Flash Wolves.
Double lift, is it there?
Maybe not. They go in after the turret goes down, fight with the damage, and they are going to get taken out. Karsa goes down immediately. Maple living with a sliver of health. That's an L going down now. After they lose one, they keep wanting to go in. LG starting to gain a little bit back here and there, but they got to make sure they're not the ones chasing the fights that aren't going to happen.
Probably the turret easily for Flash Wolves.
Eyes on Zion.
Where's the teleport? Here it comes.
Still going to go in. They try to get Karsa immediately. Still pretty tanky. He's going to take a while to go down, and that's enough time for Flash Wolves to assess and set up a...
I feel like he's waiting for the home guard teleport right from base.
Aphromoo does not have his ultimate backup.
Very much holding. Maybe they can get... Oh, my word.
Nice
Double lift gets hit. Very nice channel on that. Getting out of the unstoppable force. That's going to be Aphromoo down. Like he said, no ultimate here. Xmithie comes in a bad spot. Zion Spartan, rather. but this could be Flash Wolves' loss. If they can get a few more hits in on the side of CLG, they're going to start losing members. Stake back to the front line. Karsa gets there as well. Black Shield on him again, so he can't be stopped. Double lift in the eyes now of Flash Wolves. Zion Spartan doing what he can to deter and peel off his AD carry. Zion onto Sword Art. Sword Art could go down with one more hit, but he just can't swing the sword. Double lift to the other side. Dubbing in. He gets the reset. He says king me, but can't get the next jump. Zion Spartan now in a battle. A 3v1 around him. A 2v1, I should say. And it does not look like it's going to end well. The parallel conversion stun is going to happen, but Karsa is free to
have to get the time for Smithy and fight a 4v5.
That 4,000, and they're getting chunked out. This is going
That's got to be
great for Flash Wolves.
Zion Spartan gets himself away with the phase dive.
They're zoned
Should
out.
be safe, but yeah, they can't do it.
Carry, and they're going to have to find a new way to try to come back.
After Mukau once again, Maple's gonna take him down, take him right down all the way. Hits another sigil, and it looks like they go in. A kick to NL, he's to the back line. Great damage coming in from McSmithy, but he goes down for his attempt. And can CLG clean this one up? Double lift jumps forward, the red buff is on, so they could
binding!
What a binding coming in from Sword Out. They're able to finish off double lift. The damage on the backside as well, but he's forced to get out with his ultimate. Pole Belter looking to get himself something fancy, but goes down actually.
And Maple is just so far ahead of the curve right now with no true tanks on CLG.
They're able to hold the inhibitor without a turret in front of it. Flash Wolves just looking for it. Pole Belter gets himself in a great spot. Kick back Stake is going to go down possibly. That's a lot of focus for the tank. And the rest of the team's taking the inhibitor. There's the Chaos Storm from Pole Belter. CLG's trying to chase here, but they're taking damage as they chase. A great binding from Sword Out. That's the headbutt initiation for Pole.
And now they're sitting in the brush.
So they get Stake.
Flame
That's his
Dropper.
Banshee's
Barely
Veil
touches
down.
him.
Correct.
Banshee's Veil into Black Shield. Why would you even try? Pole Belter's going to be the one hit. Stake has all day to play around here. He says, come on, guys, let's go. Bindings from Sword Art go to the backside. They miss, but they still have Aphromu to kill. Taking him down. Pole Belter's next. Double It's going to get hit with some rockets. The binding for Smithy is forced to be flashed forward with the Buster Shot backwards. Double It lives for another second, but the distortion now to come in from Maple with a sigil will end him. There's the auto attack. That's 4 down. Smithy runs for the homestead, and he's not going to be able to do much for the inhibitors.
That's the thing. Full take Malphite is happy to phase check a brush. And Zion goes right onto the Flame Choppers again. Smithy gets caught.
Yeah, still 20 seconds plus on the death timer, so this should be Flash Wolves taking the game, I think. Maybe just 2 inhibitors.
Looks like the inhibitor top open in their eyes. They're going to want that. I don't know if they want to chance this right now. Not very many minions coming in, but and they have Baron in the bottom lane to work with now, so it's going to be nice for them. Going in, he's going to try to go for Sword. Dragon can even be theirs in another minute here if they can win this resulting fight, if CLG actually wants it.
Doesn't step on the Flame Choppers because then CLG would have been able to disengage. They attempted again. These guys are just too tanky.
Karsa, pretty damn big right here, takes a full hit from 3 members of Counter Logic Gaming, and they're right back in. Another unstoppable force. 4-member pop-up. Double lift on the outside. They're going to actually have to look away from him. Stake's going to take down a 1v1. Double kill coming in for NL, looking for a triple kill. That's a triple. That's going to be the quadra. He gets a pentakill. NL, pentakill.
Quadra kill earlier on Jinx. He is having a great day. And remember, this guy was on the bench for game 1 here at Worlds. He is coming up huge.
There's the teleport. That's going to be the push for the Nexus for Flash Wolves.
This makes this group so interesting. Flash Wolves still have a chance for first place in the group.
Absolutely crazy. Flash Wolves march down the mid lane. Karsa down in the victory fight, but it doesn't matter. 37 minutes in, Counter Logic Gaming will fall to the Flash Wolves.
Their early games have been able to be quite strong. It's something that wasn't expected to be strong for Koo Tigers coming in, but they've been a dominant early game team in this group.
Yes, they have. Well, all right, hit us up on Twitter with who you think will be victorious. Send hashtag KOOWin or hashtag FWWin to @LoL Esports.
Wolves is lane swapping. This is the way both teams are used to playing. They're very comfortable in this playstyle. Low lane swap, potentially fight over dragons. Stake though.
That's the last bit of his mana. He does not have any more whimsy to get out. Karsa coming in. Smav may still keep going. He's going to go down for a kill. Whoa, he gets kicked towards Stake.
He's got no cooldowns,
He
though.
does not have any cooldowns. You are correct. Held my breath for us.
Deep vision. Pink wards go down for them.
They're not going to have time to go over and get that blue before this dragon happens. Well, it may. It's going to be a minute fight, though. Slicing Maelstrom goes down. Obliterates the HP bars of Flash Wolves. Stake looks like he could be going down, and he is rended out of that fight. break a fight.
Looks like Koo stuck around a little bit after that fight, so Flash Wolves has the start on the Dragon. They're going to get it.
Yes. Burn that down nice and fast. Koo actually making sure they got their own blue this time. Rotated all the way.
Towards Jinx, he needs to take a lantern out immediately. Whereas Maple can fend for himself. They get the ultimate there down.
No! That's not what you want to do with your cannon. Gorilla gets thrown into the fire and cooked up immediately.
That's exactly what we were talking about. It's much better if Gorilla
There
gets
you go.
himself in because he needs to be able to get pulled to safety. Flash Wolf capitalize off a mistake
He is the guy that pulled the trigger.
They find their pick, and they get another pick here.
Oh, great flash.
To throw cannon in does really mess with your estimate of the zone control.
Maple doesn't distort in. Gorilla gets moved in rather to the side. It looks like he's going to be safely placed. And I think they just walk out of the bottom of this one. There's the Emperor's Divide. Whoa! Kuro actually went in with that one. Gets taken out immediately by NL. And they're going to keep chasing on this one. Possibly a zap over the wall. They have Hojin. Hojin goes down as he's two separated from the team. Dodges one. That's going to be Maple's pickup with Ethereal Chain. And they are on
The insect maneuvers for initiation as well. Sword Art goes
Oh,
really
no,
deep for
not
vision,
Sword
though.
Art! Hojin finds what they want, got the pop-up. Oh, a great dive-in, stopping the Thundering Shuriken to keep him alive. Do they actually want the fight, though? They have no support here, and they're going to take it in the jungle. Kuro to the backside there. Can he be all right? Karsa kicked him in. That's the kick you were talking about, Kobe. They get it once again. NL gets excited, takes half a Gorilla's health. Maple goes in. Can he pull himself out? He does.
Ignite.
And the Ignite to boot.
A clean ace from Flash Wolf.
They did lose Karsa, rest in peace, but they'll gain the Baron for his efforts.
Rest in many pieces. The kicks coming in. The audacity for NL to be on the front line there and meet Karsa in that fight in a channeled jungle.
Head of the curve once again in this game.
Oh, word. My word! Oh, good lord. That's exactly the kind of thing you cannot have. Ray gets hit already. Double Bus not going to do too much for him getting back into this one. A huge crit rocket coming in. Slicing Maelstrom cannot get to the targets. They are able to get two. A little too far forward for NL and Karsa. That worked out. That was not doing well. So there's even more pressure on you. Doesn't seem to phase him. Doesn't seem to phase Maple either. Takes down Prey and of these guys. But he does have Stake. He does have the Lulu ultimate. And they are playing every advantage that they have right now to the max. In the face of Koo Tigers, right to the fountain as they
Well behind him. Fight on two fronts.
See if NL can get himself to a safe spot. Great box by Sword Art. The hook onto Smeb. Smeb doesn't look like he's going to be able to do too much here. Possibly the kill to Sword Art. He goes down immediately. Prey still down in this one from previously. And it looks like they are actually, Prey went down. We saw him heal after that damage from Maple. But it is just so chaotic right now for Koo. Running for the hills. Looking for solace on the fountain. And they can't even find it between their Nexus turrets. Maple comes up with another assassination onto Gorilla. And it looks like they may be able to close out the last inhibitor here. Their game from those picks, from those pokes.
Yep, picks and bans as well. Flash Wolves has been very strong with that phase against Koo. We were
to feel bad when you know you can't do anything because minions are crashing into your base. You have to call too many members back.
Play here
It gives another fight to Flash Wolves, right to Prey in the back line. No chance that he can live throughout this fight. Kuro's gonna be next. They are able to take down NL, but the damage is still there. Maple gets hit by the Noxian Guillotine. Actually pulled in. Can he put out more damage? Stake versus Hojin, and it's still Gorilla in the base trying to... Our Flash Wolves coming out so strong.
Smeb could...
Whoa! Did he flash? He did.
No, he flashed.
Collateral damage there. Gorilla goes down in the explosion.
That's a third or fourth time Maple's poked someone low and NL's been able to finish him off with the Super Mega Death Rocket.
Oh, they're going to flex those muscles and get themselves into the base. Right around the horn to each inhibitor to allow the minions to keep pouring in. Flash Wolves have eyes on the Nexus.
Yeah, well, Smeb last
ditch fight. Smeb, go for NL, he misses it! The Lantern out, the Dark Passage is huge. Gorilla goes down immediately. He doesn't even really get Slicing Maelstrom off. Right back into Prey, kick him in the mouth, take him down one more time. The Sigil coming out, a double kill in now for Maple on his LeBlanc. 2 games in a row. NL coming up with more big kills. Smeb going for the victory. The valiant fight before he goes down. Kuro should get critted out here. Few more hits. He cannot shift himself to safety. And Flash Wolves onto Nexus are going to take down the Koo Tigers. He's ready now for Game 6. For this match, you can weigh in by tweeting at LOL Esports with hashtag PNGWin or hashtag CLGWin if your faith is still there for a final victory here in the group stages. Group Stage 2, Game 6. Pain versus Counter Logic Gaming.
One under their turret against 4 people. He missed the Q!
There's a hook, but there's too many minions there. Dude actually cannot do anything about it. That's going to be the hit coming in. A TP from Kami, however. The gold card is late.
Very true.
It's just where he's living.
The cost of wrench on that side of the jungle is the bottom turret, 40 CS on the top lane.
Tormented Soil, Pole Welter's blue. Whoa! Lots of flashes. Oh, it is finally going to get hit.
And all the globals we thought would be spent on double lift are expended on here for CLG. Oh, Afro gonna get hooked. Oh, no, he's not. Smithy takes it.
Pie to the face for Smithy. Afro move ducks on that one. And that's gonna be the kill. Oh, why Temper Fate now? Because they're
teleport for Mylon, but no jungler, no go.
Just a bit of waiting it out for the mistake. Like you said, Jat, indecisiveness causes pain gaming to make some mistakes, not be in the right spot. And
we can't check. Every CS gives him 1 to 6 gold, so roughly 500.
He's rich. Afro move, bad spot. This is that close-in. Able to take down Afro move immediately. No Temper Fate coming out of that fight. Pole Belter still wants.
For a trade, Pain should take top, COG should take bottom. The question will be, will this play extend?
Pole Belter got 2.
Puts the black shield on himself, but he goes down due to all the front-end damage. He does live. I'm a liar. Kills for Sir T going down.
Oh, does he?
Going down. Uplift's actually going to keep aggro on it. Still damage to Afro move. Tempered Fate just hits Mylon on the outside. He could be able to get out of this one quickly. Throwing down his ultimate. He knows he's going to die, so he tries to slow the rest.
Afro's going down to the Dragon!
Surtees going to hit it. Afro was taking so much aggro damage from Dragon. Zion Spartan now gets singled out and taken down. Adoration stacks coming in for BRTT.
TF. They'll probably be able to rotate and clean that up.
Yeah, the Bard ultimate only catching 1 was not a clean initiation for COG as well.
Top of now his Youmuu's finished, so with that he can get into range with Adrenaline Rush and a Youmuu's. That's what it looks like, boys and girls, and Zion Spartan will go down.
And Kami, surprise! Zion, you're not hunting BRTT. They turn it around on him.
Oh, double lift
is though.
Ham dogging it right now. Goes in. Actually almost gets crit out by BRTT there. Will they start the fight? The magical journey to the back to the mid lane does save them. Everybody getting some frequent flyer miles on that one. They're going to be able to temper fate. There's no fight though. The barrels are ready to pop. They cannot get to the hit though with it doing damage. Smithy is going to get a kill for himself, but goes down valiantly. That's a shutdown on him. Going in for Mylon, you can see on the scoreboard.
Damage that they could still combo and come out with a team fight victory.
Can they chain
put a ward on it? Ah!
The instant lantern here, and Smithy gets hooked.
That's quite a bit of damage for Smithy. He's always left out to dry as the only one that can get his resonating strike in.
Whoa,
the flash forward.
Friend, he saw the play.
Mylon had one of those as well earlier in the week.
Oh, the cleanse comes out. Was it too early?
That was one of those low ping QSS. No. Revenge for Kami. He did that twice on the
strategies work. It really cost them.
Yeah. As BRTT would say, they definitely deserve respect.
Absolutely, respect the
strongest wild card here, but dude.
They're trying to give the kill to double it.
Dude, where's my team?
They're Dragon.
They're taking Dragon. Objective focus.
That's going to be the teleport top from Mylon, but he's not flying
Counter teleport.
It's not a home guard. Pole Belter, straight in. Oh! Wide left on that one. He is going to get the Soul Shackle off the flash. Coming on back. It is not going to be in time for the Zanyas. The stand aside does, however, hit. More adoration, baby. He cashes in. It's the League of Draven this game, and Mylon's now going to have a problem. Double lift on his backside. A few shots for him. Not healing himself enough, though. Tumbles out of the damage.
Oh,
Can he turn back? The card comes through, and it's wild enough to take down double lift. A shutdown coming in for Kami.
The best thing to see about great TFs is when they decide to use red card instead for the AoE. Can Smithy make it out?
What is... No? You just dug your own grave. Wait, no! Oh! Spider bites, some of the deadliest. Zion Spartan now in the top. Not going to pull out anything crazy. Closes his eyes and wishes for the best.
The second best thing is when you know you have the kill secured and you blue card kill.
Toby, you said when it rains, it pours. Well, now it's a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
CLG, an ace, 6,000 gold, plus the Baron looking like this, especially since CLG is trying to pull a split push composition with very little tank presence. Stop the drag!
Oh, it's got 600.
Can he meep it? Ah, he can't meep it. And they are right in their face. There's the catch on a double lift. Now he's got the cleanse. He waits for another one to hit so he didn't get doubled up. Very nicely done there as Pain stacked their crowd control. What? Pain coming out huge in the fight. It doesn't matter that they used their crowd control first. They have the front end damage to burst down and kill CLG all the way. Another crowd control lockup coming in from Kami. The triple kill coming in from Mylon. Their eyes are on the Nexus.
This is going to be game. Pain 20 kills to 11. Shut down CLG, what looks like with a perfect comp for Pain.
Out for a move. Zion doing what they can. Broken Wings and Wind Slash ready to be used, but Zion can't close the gap. Goes for Kami. Kami's got the Zanyas. They're onto Zion now, and he's forced to retreat from his own base as Mylon sets up the barrels. And Pain Gaming takes down Chronologic Gaming.
Well played game here by Pain, becoming the first wildcard team to win multiple games at the World Championship.
In a pretty hefty group.
As happy as they can be with that, they're probably asking themselves, what if? Because the team that won the group, Flash Wolves, Pain played them better than anyone else here did. And they were actually ridiculously close to advancing from this group.
You know, Jad, I think as you said it, Pain can easily reflect on the length of their games. Being able to shorten those up and shore up the weaknesses of indecisiveness, not knowing where they want to go with the strategy of Dragons not on the map, having things on their plate.
Both of these teams had dreams of getting to Worlds, and they were able to achieve those, even though they won't make it past groups. Still a huge accomplishment for both these teams to get here.
Really the best season for both teams, a 16-0 streak for Pain to come in on this. They were beat by Kaboom last year to not make it to this spot. CLG with their best season in first place, but to then also be thwarted in group stages.
First ever victory for CLG in the North American LCS to grab that #1 seed.